Dvorak says they are asking for suggestions from the community for schools and local law enforcement. He says he wants to inform everyone on how CPD works with our schools and address any questions or concerns. You can contact the Natrona County School District office for more information. Fire season seems to be upon us, and everyone can agree it's extremely early. Within days, Colorado's fires are the most destructive in its state history. And here in Wyoming, we are all too familiar with those horrendous flames. When you think of St. Patrick's Day, a lot of us think of four-leaf clovers, corned beef and cabbage, leprechauns, oh yeah, and green beer. It's one of the biggest drinking holidays of the year, next to New Year's Eve, and you guessed it, the Super Bowl. And you can be sure law enforcement will be in full force this weekend to make sure you celebrate safely. Lieutenant Gus Holbrook is replacing Mark Benton, who served 40 years with the sheriff's office. Holbrook said this afternoon he is honored to move into the position, but knows they are very big shoes to fill as the new sheriff. Have to say that is one brave girl right there. Morgan says she has a huge support group with her family and friends as she continues to stand up against bullying. We also want to note the young girl Tristan, who inspired Morgan, we're told moved to Denver to continue her cancer treatment. Faculty, students, and community members gathered to remember James Crum and Heidi Arnold, a couple who people say were taken from this world too soon. We leave you now with words from those close to them and with one of Heidi Arnold's favorite songs, If I Were Free by Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's the highest price of hay ranchers say they've ever seen, going for an upwards of $300 a ton. It's forcing people to either keep hay they grow instead of selling it, turn over their livestock to the state, or even worse, let their animals suffer because they can't afford to feed them. We spoke with local ranchers and sheriff deputies on the recent issues they've seen due to the spike in hay costs. Conference is a way for professionals to come together across Wyoming and other states to share their experiences with abuse and addiction. It began initially focusing on just meth, but after 10 years, people realized the importance of broadening the abuse and addiction topics. 1 year later, Mother Nature is on her own track, healing the large area of Casper Mountain, but you can still see the scars left behind by the blaze. Amelia Earhart is one of the most famous people in history that still remains missing. No one knows what happened to her, but today, one man claims an organization did find the wreckage of her plane and then deceived the public.